Having a problem-solving skill is important to everyone because we encounter problems on a daily basis. While some of these problems can be straightforward, others can be complex and require technical skills to solve. Regardless, it would be great to have the skill to solve all problems in a timely fashion and also efficiently. In every organization all over the world, the ability to solve problems rank very high in what is needed in employees, as they rely on employees to identify and solve problems. Understanding the underlying issues of problems and not only the symptoms is the first stage to solving a problem. For someone to have the ability to effectively solve problems, there are some key skills you need to acquire. Whenever a problem arises, some people make decisions effortlessly, right? But the reverse is the case for others, as taking a decision might constitute a big problem. The art of making decisions and solving problems is very helpful for anyone. Here are some of the attitudes you must cultivate if you want to be able to make decisions, effective decisions against your problem. Number one, the attitude of research. Collecting as much data as possible is the first step to solving any problem before sitting to analyze the problem. When you can collect enough data, you will be able to see the problem from different angles. You can adapt finding answers to your questions by using the 5 W's. What, which, when, where, why, who. For instance, who will be doing what, when and where they have to do it. You can go further to ask who will be affected by the decision, who must be consulted, right? This is one of the important attitudes you must adopt. Number 2, set aside time and take your time. You will end up becoming distracted or confused if you attempt finding a solution while engaged in other activities. You need to create time to concentrate on the problem if you want to solve a problem. All of your brain will be loaded with the problem when you start planning to solve it, which will distract you from other things. My advice for you to pick a time to concentrate on your problem and not anything else. Note that the time you select also matters because there are times when our brain functions better. You need to know when your brain functions better for you to be able to create the appropriate time. But generally speaking, the best time is when you are just waking. Whenever you wake up, don't just jump out of the bed. Give yourself some time. Few minutes is enough to ponder on your problem. That moment before being fully awake, you will find out the time is largely productive for clear thinking. For some people, the end of the day is their best time to think clearly, which is after the day's work or other engagements. This is the period their brain enters a creative mode. Their level of tiredness will be what will decide if they will be productive or not. But the best way to stay productive for these people to engage in meditation or relaxation techniques for the day before focusing on their problems. While some can only focus on their problems when they're about to sleep, the creative mind takes over when they are feeling drowsy. If you are in this category, you can experiment with going to bed 15 minutes earlier than usual. Try as much as possible to recognize the attitude of setting aside time to look into your problem. Number 3, the attitude of brainstorming. You need to learn how to brainstorm. There are 2 ways in which this can be done. True brainstorm style is the first way. That is, you can invite trusted friends or families, experience, to give you their honest opinion or idea. This needs to be done in a group because ideas grows when you are deliberating on an already established idea. You will want people to generate ideas for you, not defend. So avoid criticizing the ideas. The quantity of ideas is that what you're looking for, not the quality at the moment, right? You can do your brainstorming in writing if your problem is too confidential. Whatever occurs to you should be penned down. You can then go ahead to sort out which option is feasible and which ones are not. The goal is trying to be creative, not stifling. Number 4, the attitude of reversing the problem. Let's say there was a car driving through a narrow road, but it was halted by a flock of sheep. Now the problem is, how are you going to get past? The solution that will naturally come to your mind will be to drive through the flock. But of course, that will be dangerous. You could hurt the sheep. The reverse solution you could employ can be getting the sheep past your car. That is, you will have to stop the car, then guide the flock around your stationed car. You won't hurt a member of the flock by doing so. Number 5, the attitude of redefining the problem. A whole range of possibilities open if you can redefine your problems. You will get a limited and narrow answer if you define it narrowly. The solution to a problem solely relies on how it is stated. With that in mind, a question like, what should I buy for the party will become something like, how can I look exceptional for the party? Also, a question like, why is it that I am not interested in my work again? It can be something like, is there a way I can improve my skills for me to rise above the kind of work I'm currently doing? The attitude of not being able to redefine a problem is that what makes people some things struggle with, when in fact, it is just a little part of the problem. More helpful solutions will come up when you redefine the problem, and this will save you even more time. Number 6, the attitude of planning for results. You need to first outline the results you want to achieve if you want to solve a problem. That is the best way to solve a problem. Then with that, you can step back to find the best solution to achieve that result. This might sound complex, but it's not. For example, you may be thinking of the job you are going to take next, but you can start by trying to figure out what you want for yourself in a short term, medium term, or long term. What experience will you need this year, this month, this week if you want to end up in that state down the road? That is how you will plan for your short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals. The problem is halfway solved if you have a well-defined goal. Number 7, the attitude of breaking the routine. You shouldn't be blinded to new solutions by new habits. You will find out that when you cultivate the habit of breaking down your problem, you will find your problems easier to solve. Number 8, the attitude of changing minus to plus. Don't fight against it when you have something with an apparent drawback. Have the attitude of enhancing it. Number 9, the attitude of optimism. It is common for a lot of people to already give in even before the problem begins. We only ensure failure in life by assuming the worst will happen or by just accepting what happens. For instance, you may believe that you will never get someone to date. This thought alone will reflect in your attitude, making you not attract new relationships. You will enjoy a better life and find the right partner if you feel your best and have an interesting conversation by focusing on creating a rewarding social life in which you are confident. Number 10, never die attitude. Continue trying if at first you don't succeed. Although this might seem corny, but that is the truth. This should be your approach to life. The attitude of not giving up is not only helpful in your solving problem, it is applicable in every part of your existence, my existence, and all of us actually. Only by continuous trial you will increase your chances of getting things done. Check out my book on Amazon, The Art of Problem Solving. With the techniques described in this book pertaining to problem solving can't be overestimated, as it makes you stand out from the crowd, increases your confidence, as well as give you a reputation for making the impossible possible. I will be releasing my first online course and I will loop you in for more details, so keep an eye on this one. Down below in the comment section, share your thoughts on which tactics you like the most. Thank you for listening in, and I'll bring you more quality contents next week. Thank you.